Steelers lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Ravens. Can Baltimore do it again? The answer comes your way next.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Ravens in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And now here's Ross. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Throwing on first down, McAllister. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McAllister. He'll get this out wide to Scott. Oh, look at the juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I got my carpet rolled out for you.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Third down, McAllister. And that is incomplete. Now the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try to put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McAllister. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Ross to return.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. On 1st and 10, McAllister. Open man here is Scott, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
On 1st down, McAllister. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. McAllister. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
He had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
To throw again on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's Jackson. Steps away. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
No problem there with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And Charles, it's the 2nd quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as a quarterback, but like I said, it's the 2nd quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass. Okay, that's cool. He's thrown an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McAllister. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And the next-gen stats tell us he racked up close to 50 yards after that catch.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. From the 16, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be third down.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
Now Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down. McAllister. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. The Bengals with a much-needed win to keep their season afloat as they push their record to 2-4 with the win. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. The Panthers are able to level their record at 3-3 with the victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown catch in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, you take a look at what their quarterback was able to do running the football. And it's so far so good through 2 quarters as his guys are out in front. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. On first down, Kendrick. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. On second down now, Kendrick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Here's Griffin on the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, McAllister. And that's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the...
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They had yet to run the but 3rd and short. Definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On the carry, this is Scott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night can yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
To throw on 2nd down, McAllister, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Kendrick. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back now in Baltimore. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, Kendrick. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking to throw on second down. McAllister. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
Yeah, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
These 2 teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
96 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Right back to him on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Jackson looking to throw on third. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw. McAllister. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. On 1st and 10, McAllister. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point forthcoming.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll get this one across. Midfield and down into Steeler territory. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, Kendrick. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're...